In global geopolitics, the Strait of Malacca has always played a vital strategic role. This narrow but critical waterway connects the Indian Ocean to the South China Sea and is one of the busiest sea lanes in the world. But now, a new strategic project in Thailand is once again attracting global attention. In November this year, the Prime Minister of Thailand announced a plan called Land Bridge. The project is expected to cost more than 1 trillion baht. In the future, it will become a new channel replacing the Strait of Malacca and even completely change the maritime trade pattern. Subsequently, this plan immediately attracted great attention from the Chinese government. As one of the world's economic powers, China has been looking for new shipping routes to reduce its over-reliance on the Malacca Strait. In the past, China has set its sights on Thailand's Kra Canal project in an attempt to reduce its reliance on the Strait of Malacca through the channel. However, the Kra Canal has long failed to launch, putting China's plans to find an alternative waterway in trouble. But now, Thailand's Land Bridge project has given China new hope. Once the plan is implemented and put into use, China will occupy a more favorable position in the geopolitical landscape and may even completely get rid of the blockade of the Strait of Malacca. So in today's video, we will explain in detail how important Thailand's Land Bridge project is and what important impact does it have on China's strategic interests. Thank you for watching the video. Why not subscribe? Let's discover more exciting projects in the world together. Thailand is located in the central and southern part of the Indochina Peninsula. Its geographical location has extremely strategic significance in terms of international shipping and geopolitics, because it is located between the Indian and Pacific Oceans and adjacent to the Strait of Malacca. Thailand has become a key hub connecting East Asia, South Asia, the Middle East, and Europe. The Thai government has long hoped to build a canal through the Kra Isthmus in southern Thailand to replace the Strait of Malacca. This canal can effectively shorten the voyage from the Indian Ocean to the Pacific Ocean and is crucial to reducing shipping pressure in the Malacca Strait and improving shipping efficiency. However, although the idea of the Kra Isthmus Canal has existed for more than 400 years, due to many reasons, including huge economic costs, environmental and regional political sensitivities, the project has not been officially launched or entered the construction stage so far. Although the Kra Canal project will be shelved for a long time, this year, the Thai government announced a new strategic project that attracted worldwide attention. Around October 2023, the Belt and Road Summit Forum will be held in Beijing, China. During this period, Thai Prime Minister Sretthathawisen proposed a project called Land Bridge and hoped to obtain Chinese investment and participation. In order to obtain investment in the project faster, Thai Prime Minister Sretthathawisen later once again presented this great plan to leaders and investors at this year's APEC meeting in San Francisco, hoping that more investors would join the Land Bridge project. In fact, the Land Bridge project announced by the Thai government is essentially an improvement plan for the Kra Canal. The concept of this project had surfaced a few years ago. The original idea was not to use a land bridge approach, but to build a large international port directly in the Chumphon area and build a dedicated railway to northern Thailand. However, because Thailand does not yet have the strength to build a new international shipping port, it eventually evolved into today's Land Bridge project. As far as I know, the core construction plan of the Land Bridge project is to build deep water ports in Chumphon and Ranong in southern Thailand. Then build a railway of about 100 kilometers between the two ports to realize the vision of interconnecting the Indian Ocean and the Pacific Ocean across the Kra Isthmus, connecting the Gulf of Andaman and the Gulf of Thailand. The roughly 100-kilometer link would essentially replace Thailand's decades-old proposals to dredge the Kra Isthmus Canal, but in comparison, this new route will be more economical, faster, and safer. However, it will not be easy to complete the Land Bridge project. The entire project is currently expected to cost 1 trillion baht, approximately $28 billion. Global bidding and construction are expected to begin in 2025 and will be officially put into operation around October 2030. Thailand is currently promoting legislation on the Land Bridge to facilitate the implementation of this plan in the future. So once this project is completed and put into use, what benefits will it bring to Thailand? In fact, Thailand's land bridge is not just a simple infrastructure project, it even has a non-negligible impact on the entire Asia and Thailand's economic and geopolitical status. According to predictions by Thai institutions, after the land bridge project is put into use in 2030, it will contribute 2.8% to Thailand's economic growth in the first year, growing to 4.4% in the next year, and eventually reaching an economic growth rate of 5.5%. This 5.5% economic growth rate equates to approximately $27 billion in economic benefits. In addition to its direct contribution to GDP, the Land Bridge project will also create approximately 280,000 jobs in Thailand, covering multiple fields such as construction, transportation, logistics, and industry. This large number of job opportunities will attract the attention of international investors and may even transform Thailand into a prosperous production and commercial center. In addition, the Strait of Malacca has always been regarded as a vital waterway connecting the Pacific and Indian Oceans, carrying about 40% of the world's trade volume, and about 100,000 ships pass through this busy water every year. However, the channel has experienced an average of more than 60 maritime accidents every year in the past, and it is expected that the Malacca Strait will reach its maximum capacity by 2030. Once congestion occurs, it may have a serious impact on the global economy. Against this background, Thailand's Land Bridge project has become an alternative channel connecting the Pacific and Indian Oceans. It not only provides a new east-west channel for global trade of more than $38 trillion per year, but also brings more development opportunities to Thailand. More importantly, through this new trade and transportation route, Thailand will also be able to position itself as an important international trade node, thereby enhancing its strategic position on the international stage. However, what is puzzling is that since the Land Bridge project was proposed, Western media have reported that in addition to Thailand, China has become the main beneficiary of the plan. What is going on? As the world's largest trading country, China has nearly 40,000 cargo ships passing through the Strait of Malacca every year. In terms of energy, about 67% of China's oil imports rely on sea transportation, of which up to 80% of oil must pass through the Strait of Malacca. But very early on, Malaysia had signed a mutual defense treaty with the United States, and India had been deploying important military forces in the Malacca Strait area. Since Singapore separated from Malaysia in the 1960s for the sake of homeland security, Singapore has also actively invited the U.S. military to station and officially opened Changi Naval Base in May 2004. Now, the United States can demonstrate its military strength in the Malacca Strait at any time through Changi Naval Base. This also means that China's maritime energy transportation security is still threatened by the United States to a large extent. In order to reduce its dependence on the Malacca Strait, China previously cooperated with Pakistan to build the Gwadar port. In the future, if Pakistani ports can be connected to Thailand's land bridge, China will be able to completely reduce its over-reliance on the Malacca Strait and improve energy security. More importantly, Thailand's land bridge project not only helps improve transportation safety, but also saves time and costs for China. In the past, cargo ships from various Asian countries usually needed to cross the Strait of Malacca for trade, but this process was often accompanied by higher costs. At the same time, there are great uncertainties when cargo ships sail on the sea, and bad weather may affect the transportation safety of ships. But in the future, once Chinese ships can use Thailand's land bridge, they will not only save high expenses, but also shorten the sea voyage time to 4 days. This is a huge advantage for companies that need to deliver their goods quickly. However, it should be noted that although Thailand's land bridge can replace the Kra Canal and is relatively easy to build, the implementation of this project still faces many difficulties. Currently, less than 30% of logistics companies in Thailand have professional supply chain management teams, which means that Thailand needs to increase its efforts in talent training and introduction to meet the needs of the land bridge project. In addition, Thailand's roads and bridges are often unable to withstand the passage of heavy goods, and many old transportation facilities need to be improved, which also brings great inconvenience to logistics and transportation. More importantly, the Thai government's budget for infrastructure is far from insufficient. Taking 2022 as an example, Thailand's infrastructure investment will only account for 3% of GDP, about 15 billion US dollars, which is far from enough to cover the total cost of a land bridge project. But fortunately, since the Thai Prime Minister proposed the plan, countries such as India, Japan, the United States, and China have expressed support for the project, making the implementation of the project easier. If we choose to cooperate with China, I think this is undoubtedly the wisest choice. As the world's largest infrastructure country, China ranks among the best in terms of quantity and quality of construction in areas such as highways, high-speed railways, bridges, and tunnels. And when building large-scale infrastructure projects, China usually invests a lot of human and material resources and uses advanced equipment and technology to ensure the quality and safety of the projects. By cooperating with China, Thailand can obtain world-class infrastructure capabilities and project construction quality assurance, providing strong support for the implementation of Thailand's land bridge project, allowing the project to be completed more smoothly. Thanks for watching our video. If you find our content fascinating, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Let's embark on an incredible adventure and explore more exciting projects and events in the future.